All right, folks, we are reporting live. Well, not really live, but just got done here at the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle with the family. Been a busy couple days. I feel like I haven't even been able to recap everything that took place at XRP Las Vegas, but I wanted to get a quick update out here this afternoon for you guys. So the market pulled back, right? Bitcoin to 103, XRP dropped below 210 briefly, but that didn't last long. That dip was eaten up, and we've been talking about that buy wall at $2. So it really wasn't much of a surprise for us to see XRP not break below $2. I've been saying it's going to take a big black swan to get us down there. Now, over the last week, we've seen a bunch of back and forth with the tariffs talk. You know, Trump saying President Xi's difficult to deal with, but really hasn't been enough to break the markets down. And we had that pullback that we were expecting. You know, for those of you guys that have been following me, just over the past couple of weeks, we were sounding the alarm about a run-up into the Bitcoin conference, buy the rumor, sell the news type of event, where during the conference we were expecting it to drop down, and that's exactly what played out. But guys, I still have so much to recap on XRP Las Vegas, and basically I already put out a couple updates basically acknowledging my big takeaway, which is the fact that Wall Street is arriving with the inflows, the degens are arriving with the activity, and it all equates to XRP being locked up, burnt. That motion, that activity does equate to XRP price going up. Now, the other big thing that we had happen was Brad Garlinghouse in his panel or interview with Chris Brummer at XRP Las Vegas. He denied offering $20 billion for Circle. Now, he didn't say whether or not, he didn't say that they didn't offer them anything at all, but he did deny an offer of $20 billion, which definitely, I don't know why anyone would have thought that they would have offered $20 billion. Circle's definitely not even close to 10 billion valuation right now. And so in my opinion, this whole Circle rumor, and I talked about how Coinbase, I didn't think that Coinbase was a real buyer of Circle, that maybe Coinbase, being partnered up with Circle, was just trying to drum up some momentum and hype to get a higher valuation. I don't think that Coinbase was ever a serious buyer. And now I'm starting to wonder, did Circle and their backers put out this rumor that Ripple was bidding it up to just try to get a higher valuation? I don't know, but Brad Garlinghouse denying a $20 billion offer for Circle. And the big thing that we're watching right now is the activity on the XRP ledger is getting ready to ramp up all throughout the rest of this year. And the price performance the rest of this bull run is going to be pretty incredible for XRP. Once again, since the election, XRP is up over 300%, Bitcoin only 50%, Ethereum, Solana only 10%. So for anybody who says that XRP is not performing right now, it's holding up better than all of the other top assets in the cryptocurrency space, and it's not even close, right? If you add, if you added up all of the gains, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, it still doesn't equate to XRP. So XRP is holding up really well. I thought that we were going to push higher towards $3 to finish off the month of May. That didn't happen, but we're going to be watching for June. Looks like the bottom might be in here, and then I'm expecting us to move on higher because the Fed has to lower rates. This big, beautiful bill, it's going to get passed. It's going to add $4 trillion to our deficit. And if you guys haven't figured out by now, there's no way out, right? Basically, well, there is a way out. There's two ways out. You either default on the debt, or you just print and inflate the currency to pay it back. And it seems like they're choosing the latter, right? Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary, says that there's no option for default. They are not going to default ever, which means that they're going to turn on the money printer. And the conservatives come in here, and they're conservative in name only, looking to pass a $4 trillion bill. Even President Trump saying that he agrees with Elizabeth Warren on one thing finally, that we should remove the debt ceiling. So if you guys haven't figured out right by now, you need to get out of fiat, you need to get into hard assets, and you need to be producing a lot of cash flow. And that second part is very important. This inflation is not going away. The debt currency liquidity crisis is far from being solved. And so the only way to protect us, us little guys trying to take our family to the zoo, and I tell you what, you can't go anywhere, take the family anywhere these days without dropping a hundo just to show up, not even getting the goodies and the gifts. And got my son a little car and my daughter a little meerkat. For whatever reason, she picked a meerkat. But we're down here in Seattle. We stayed the night in Seattle last night. And so like I said, Just wanted to get on an update, remind everybody that the trajectory for XRP is very clear. We're going a lot higher. XRP season is here. Final point that I want to make is that the Joey wallet just dropped on Android, so it's now live on Android. The Apple version of it should be live here soon as Apple gets together and finally passes that update. And I already put out my prediction. I think that the Joey wallet is going to increase the amount of XRP wallet addresses by over 10 million. So we're at 6.5 million addresses right now. I think the Joey wallet adds another 10 million with ease. I had somebody tell me that they onboarded in 15 seconds. And so the ability to onboard the masses, the ability to bring in the degens, all that activity, all that motion, locking up, burning, using XRP and driving demand for XRP. This is all degens playing around. You add it, once again, you just add that to Wall Street showing up, and the inflows are going to be over 10 billion plus year one after the ETFs go live. And I don't think that people, the real ones in the community get it and they understand what's coming next. But there's still a lot of folks, I think, that are underestimating the US market unlock and the ETFs in particular, what that does to the inflows. I mean, I can play around with the math with my whiteboard and calculators and we can all speculate on that. But the point being, conservatively, over 10 billion of inflows into XRP, we are not at a single digit XRP anymore. We're just not. And so even XRP going up to 10 bucks, you look at that percentage gain versus what you're going to see out of the other major caps, it's still not even close. Once again, XRP outperforming all the rest of the top major cryptocurrencies, not even close. And then for the rest of this bull run, I think that the performance is going to be way better as well. So I wanted to get this one out for you guys. By the way, shooting this on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, new camera that I got. I was supposed to have this for XRP Las Vegas. It didn't show up in time, but I'm excited to have this for future conferences, shooting videos on the go. I really am having fun playing around with this thing. Hopefully this sounds good. I don't have my mic on me right now. But me and the family, we're gonna go enjoy the rest of the day here in Seattle. Just wanted to let you guys know, hopefully you bought the dip, because I think that the bottom's actually in, temporary, the short-term bottom, and we are gonna be moving higher. We didn't hit my $3 target in May. We'll see if we hit my $4 target in June, but still just so much momentum behind XRP. The rest of the space trying to drum up something, trying to get something cooking. It's just not even close. And if you went to XRP Las Vegas like I did and many of you guys, you would see that, you would feel that, and you would have gotten that confirmed just by having the conversations that I did with the CEO of Tucrium, Sal Gabberti, talking about how Wall Street is getting ready to sell. How Sal, he's talking to me, he wants more marketing material, he wants more stuff from Ripple so that he can help sell his XRP products. I've been saying the suits are going to be selling it with slideshow presentations. They literally are. They literally are. Sal was telling me that he had spoken with Ripple a week before we did our XRP Las Vegas conference, and he said that he is trying to get more material so that he can market and promote XRP. Wall Street's selling it for us. The degens are selling it for us. Guys, XRP season is here, and I hope that you guys are locked in. More content to follow, and we'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you all.